Last episode, we met Serena Vale. Beautiful, magnetic, dangerous. We watched her choose Ryan. Kind, loyal, trusting Ryan. And within 7 days, she had him completely hooked. She made him feel seen. She mirrored him. She created urgency. And then, just when everything felt perfect, she pulled back. Just a little. Just enough. And Ryan, instead of running, leaned in closer. That's exactly what she wanted. But here's what we didn't tell you last time. While Ryan was falling asleep thinking she was the one, Serena was texting her ex. This is episode 2, and tonight, things get complicated. It's been 3 weeks since the party where they met. 3 weeks of good morning texts, long phone calls, 2 dinner dates, 1 afternoon at the museum where Serena pretended to love modern art because Ryan mentioned it once in passing. Ryan thinks tonight is a milestone. He's meeting her friends for the first time. He spent 40 minutes choosing what to wear. He looked up her friends on Instagram. He wants them to like him. He doesn't realize yet that this dinner isn't about her friends liking him. It's about Serena showing him off. The friends arrive. Jade has known Serena since college. She's the kind of person who notices things, quietly, without saying much. And Derek, loud, funny, easy to be around. He and Serena dated briefly years ago. It meant nothing to her. He never quite got over it. Within 5 minutes, something becomes clear. This table has a center, and it's Serena. Every story she tells ends with her being right. Every memory she shares, she was the smartest person in the room. Every joke lands because everyone already knows their role. Laugh when Serena is funny. Agree when Serena has an opinion. Reflect back how extraordinary she is. Ryan watches this and thinks, she's amazing. Everyone loves her. Jade watches this and thinks something else entirely.
Ryan is telling a story. It's a good story. Funny, self-deprecating, the kind that makes people warm to you immediately. And for a moment, the table is focused on him. People are laughing. Jade smiles genuinely. Derek nods. And then, Serena speaks. That reminds me of the time I... And just like that, the table turns back to her. Ryan stops mid-sentence, blinks, smiles, lets her take over. He tells himself she's just enthusiastic, expressive. That's what he loves about her. But something registers, deep down in that drawer he keeps closing. Jade noticed. Jade always notices. This is the 3rd time tonight Serena has redirected a conversation back to herself. The 3rd time someone else's moment became hers. Jade has been watching this pattern for 6 years. She knows what it looks like. She looks at Ryan, this warm, open, trusting man, and feels something she can't quite name yet. Something close to dread. Then comes the moment that will stay with Ryan for days. He's talking about a project he's proud of at work, something he built from scratch, something that matters to him. And Serena tilts her head, smiles softly, and says, "That's sweet. My ex Marcus used to do something similar, but at a much bigger scale. He ran 3 companies by the time he was your age." She says it like a compliment, like an observation. Well, I'll get there. But something shifts in him, something quiet and cold. For the first time, Ryan doesn't feel like the luckiest man in the room. He feels like he might not be enough. Later that night, back at Serena's apartment, Ryan brings it up.
He tries to be casual,
tries to keep his voice light. Hey, that thing you said about Marcus at dinner, did you mean it like a comparison? Serena looks at him. And here is where we need to pay very close attention, because what happens next is a masterclass. Her expression shifts to something that looks exactly like genuine confusion. What? No, I was just sharing a memory. Why are you making it weird? Ryan hesitates. I'm not making it weird, it just felt like... Ryan. Her voice drops, soft, patient, like she's talking to someone being unreasonable. I talk about my past. That's a normal thing people do. I didn't realize I had to censor my memories around you. And now Ryan is apologizing. He's not sure how it happened. He raised a concern, and somehow, in under 60 seconds, he became the problem. This is called gaslighting. Not the dramatic movie version, the quiet, everyday version. The one that makes you feel crazy for noticing things that are completely real. Serena ends the conversation by going to the bathroom. When she comes back, she's warm again, smiling. She puts on a movie, leans against him. And Ryan, relieved, wraps his arm around her and tells himself he overreacted. He didn't. The next afternoon, Jade meets Serena for coffee, like they do every other week. But this time, Jade has something on her mind. I like Ryan, she says carefully. Serena smiles. He's great, isn't he? Not a question, a statement, an item checked on a list. You interrupted him a lot last night, Jade says, gently, the way you talk to someone you've known for years and love enough to be honest with. Serena stirs her coffee. I interrupt everyone. It's just how I talk. And the Marcus comment?
Jade. The warmth in Serena's voice drops 1 degree. Just 1. Almost imperceptible if you didn't know her. I'm not going to pretend my whole life didn't exist before Ryan. That would be dishonest. Jade backs down. She always backs down eventually. Because Serena has a way of making concern sound like jealousy, making observation sound like judgment, making love sound like betrayal. Jade has been here before. She knows the conversation is over. But as she walks to her car afterward, she takes out her phone, and she finds Ryan's number, given to her by the mutual friend who introduced them. She stares at it for a long time. Then she puts her phone away. For now. That evening, Serena is alone. And this is where we get to see something most people never see. The version of Serena that exists when there is no audience. Without someone to perform for, Serena is flat. Not sad, not happy, not relaxed. Just flat. Psychologists who study narcissistic personality disorder describe something called narcissistic supply. The attention, admiration, and emotional reactions that narcissists need to feel real, to feel alive. Without it, there is a kind of emptiness that most of us will never understand. Serena opens her phone, goes straight to Marcus. He sent a message 2 hours ago. She's been making him wait. That's intentional. Miss you, he wrote. She types back. Do you? And just like that, the flatness disappears. Not because she missed him, not because she loves him, but because his need for her filled something, confirmed something. She is wanted. She is powerful. She is in control. This is what narcissistic supply looks like from the inside. 3 minutes later, she puts down Marcus's conversation and picks up Ryan's. Good night, you. Today was perfect. I keep thinking about you. She sends it without a second thought. To her,
There is no contradiction here. No guilt, no conflict. Ryan is her present supply. Marcus is her backup. Both conversations happen in the same night, in the same hands, with the same absence of feeling. Ryan receives her message at 11:47 p.m. He's already in bed. He reads it twice. He types back, "Today really was. You make everything better." And then he stares at the ceiling and thinks about the future, about what it might look like with her in it, about telling his parents, about the trip she mentioned, about all of it. He falls asleep smiling. He does not know about Marcus. He does not know that the confusion he felt at dinner, that quiet shift from enough to not enough, was not an accident.
He does not know that Serena introduced Marcus into the conversation deliberately. Unconsciously or not, this is a technique called triangulation, introducing a third party, real or implied, to create insecurity, to make the partner compete, to ensure they never feel fully secure. The triangle is one of the narcissist's most powerful tools. You are never quite sure where you stand. There is always someone else, an ex, a friend, a colleague, who is smarter, more successful, more interesting. You can never fully relax. You can never stop performing. Because the moment you stop trying to be enough, she might realize you're not. Ryan sleeps. Serena doesn't. Not because she feels guilty, not because she's conflicted. She's running calculations, adjusting variables, planning the next move. She is, in many ways, always working. She just doesn't call it that. 1 week from now, Ryan will make a mistake. Not a moral mistake, not a betrayal. Just a small, innocent, completely ordinary mistake. He will pick up Serena's phone, thinking it's his, and the screen will light up. And he will see a name, Marcus, and a message that will make his stomach drop. What happens next will be the first real test of what Serena is made of. And Ryan, sweet, trusting, deeply in love Ryan, is not ready for what comes next. Because Serena doesn't get defensive when she's caught. She doesn't beg. She doesn't explain. She attacks. Episode 3, Gaslight, coming next week. If you've ever been made to feel crazy for seeing something that was completely real, you already know how this episode ends. Do you recognize the triangulation? The subtle comparison designed to make you compete? Drop your experience in the comments. You are not alone, and you are not crazy. New episode every week. Because the most important thing about understanding this behavior is recognizing it before it's too late. Pretty poison. The closer